We have Ireland training today. So on behalf of Map My Study, I welcome you all once again. I have with me my team, Miss Aarti, who's going to take you through Ireland presentation. I have admissions team, Miss Swati Bansal, who's going to take you through admissions. And then I have finally my visa team manager, Miss Nazneen, who will take you through the visa process for the country. And I think we are ready to go ahead. Aarti, if you're there, we can start.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. I'll
So,
just start the presentation.
yes.
Involved in living as an international student, we'll be discussing in that. And post-study work rights of an international student after completion of their course. So let's begin. This is the physical map of Ireland, which shows four states of Ireland, which are Ulster, Leinster, Munster, and Connaught. So ideally or typically, Ireland was divided in four states, although now the political map looks like this, wherein all these four states are divided into states or province are divided into 32 different countries. So previously, all these provinces were ruled by separate kings. So there were four provinces, so there were four kings, although now there are 32 countries with different capitals in Ireland. Ireland has been rated as one of the most friendliest and safest country in the world. So this map shows Ireland on world map. The red highlighted part is Ireland. So Ireland is the second largest island of the British Isle, third largest in Europe, and it is the 20th largest island on Earth. Ireland is divided between the Republic of Ireland, officially named Ireland, which covers 5/6 of the island, and Northern Ireland, which is a part of United Kingdom. Introduction about the country. Prime Minister is Mr. Michael Martin. Monetary unit which is used in Ireland is euro. So current euro rate is 87.66 INR per euro, although this rate keeps on fluctuating. I updated it a couple of days ago. So the current rate might be different. So always refer online for the current rate. National language is Irish and English, although 91% of population speaks English and 41% of the population speaks Irish. So language is not a constraint for international students. The population is 4.98 crores. The capital city is Dublin. Other popular cities are Cork, Galway, Limerick, Waterford, and Kilkenny. National animal is Irish herring. We'll talk about seasons of Ireland. Typically four seasons: summer, winter, spring, and autumn. So winter spreads from December to February. Average temperature during winter is 4 degrees to 6 degrees Celsius. January and February are the coldest months of the country. And then comes spring, which spreads from March to May. The spring's average temperature ranges between 8 degrees to 12 degrees Celsius. Summer spreads from June to August, wherein the average temperature is between 16 to 20 degrees Celsius. Now, the hottest months of the year in Ireland are June, July, and August. Then comes the autumn season. Autumn spreads from September to November, and the temperature ranges between 14 degrees Celsius to 18 degrees Celsius. If we talk about the time difference, since Ireland follows a daylight saving system, so from Indian Standard Time during summers, Ireland is 4 hours 30 minutes behind, and in winters, Ireland Standard Time is 5 hours 30 minutes behind the Indian Standard Time. So we'll talk about why Ireland could be a great choice for international students. So there are several factors which make Ireland a very attractive destination for international students. Now, the first one being the low cost of education. Of course, when we compare the tuition fees with other countries, such as especially North American countries, USA, and then we compare it with Australia, the tuition fees is comparatively quite low. So it makes reachable for many of the universities, many of the students who are aiming for top ranked universities. European hub or European Union, as almost every IT and pharma company has its office in Dublin. So that makes the employment prospective, full-time, part-time, both quite high for international students. 1 year masters. Masters course in Ireland is typically of 1 year standard. High visa success rate, student visa success rate is pretty good in Ireland. Post-study work permit for a master's student is for 2 years, and post-study work permit for a bachelor's or an undergrad student is 1 year. World-class education, even though the tuition fees is low, the quality of education is quite high in Ireland. Majority of the universities are on a quite high ranking in QS World Ranking. Part-time jobs available, as I already informed, or that Dublin is a hub of all IT and pharma companies. So of course, part-time jobs are available on a quite a good number for international students to choose from. IELTS, TOEFL, PTE, all accepted. So any standardized English test, which either IELTS or TOEFL or PTE, all are accepted in Ireland. Then multicultural environment. Of course, people from different culture, from different countries have been traveling and settling in Ireland. So the culture is not, it is a very unique culture, and people from different religion, race are living in Ireland. So that also encourages students to, being a part of that culture. We'll do a country comparison of Ireland with UK and Canada. So we have taken parameters like economical, that means the tuition fees, master's duration, English proficiency test, visa approval rate, spouse visa approval standards. So we'll talk about economical or the tuition fee section first. So UK has a tuition fee range from 11 lakhs to 18 lakhs for both undergrad and masters. Canada tuition fee ranges from 8 to 10 lakhs, which can be from diplomas to degrees. Ireland have degrees, undergrad and masters, so the tuition fees ranges from 8 to 12 lakh rupees in general. Master duration in UK is 1 year, although in Canada it is for 2 years masters, and Ireland also has 1 year masters, similar to what UK follows. English proficiency test, for UK it is not mandatory, but for Ireland and Canada it is of course mandatory. But as we know, as already shared in previous slides, English tests such as IELTS, TOEFL, PTE, all are accepted by universities and also by the embassies for visa processing. Visa approval rates. So when we talk about student visa, so student visa success rate of UK, Canada is pretty good. Similarly, for Ireland also, student visa success rate is very good. Spouse visa approval. UK has a good spouse visa approval rate, although Canada has a poor spouse visa approval rate. We have to keep a note in Ireland that spouse visa or dependent visas are not really allowed in Ireland for international students at any level. Now we'll talk about Ireland education system. So the progress of education system, it starts from primary education for year 1 to 8. Now secondary education will be there for till school 12. Then comes further education, that is like 12 and some vocational trainings, and tertiary education, which includes universities, Institute of Technologies, colleges of education, NUI colleges, independent colleges. So we as an international agencies, we focus on tertiary education institutions. Now, types of tertiary institutes in Ireland. So there are universities which are government funded. They offer programs at bachelor's, master's and doctorate level. Master's level courses are both course-based and research-based programs. Private, not-for-profit college, private and independent institutions are there. They offer programs at bachelor's and master's level. Then comes Institute of Technologies. They provide programs of education and training in areas related to business, science, engineering, linguistics, and music to certificate, diploma, and degree levels. College of Education, they specialize in training for primary school teachers primarily. I would request all the advisors to keep on typing your questions in chat box. We'll take up all the questions at the end of the session. Okay, so now we'll talk about the intakes. So there are two main intakes in Ireland, fall and spring intake. So fall intake is September intake and January is the spring intake. Few private colleges might have April intake also, although not majority of them. So we have to check on case-to-case basis wherever the April intake is available. So now let's talk about universities in Ireland. So these are the top universities of Ireland, which are on a quite high ranking in when we talk about QS World Rankings. So National University of Ireland, Galway, University College Dublin, Trinity College Dublin, University of Limerick, University College Cork, Maynooth University, Dublin College University. I will just read through the universities list province-wise. In the beginning, I explained there are 4 provinces in Ireland. So majorly the concentration of institutions are in 3. So in Munster, there is University of Cork, University of Limerick, Limerick Institute of Technology, Atlantic Aviation Institute. Leinster has Trinity College Dublin, University College Dublin, Dublin City University, Maynooth University, Dundalk University of Technology, Technological University Dublin, Institute of Technology Carlow, Athlone Institute of Technology, National College of Ireland Dublin, Dublin Business School Dublin, Griffith College and IBAT College Dublin. Then comes the province Connaught, the National University of Ireland Galway, Institute of Technology Sligo, which we also call as IT Sligo, then Galway Business School, Shannon College of Hotel Management. It is a college of NUI Galway. Popular courses: Business Analytics, Digital Marketing, Artificial Intelligence, Engineering, Data Analytics, Cyber Security. Again, here I would like to add that Ireland, or the capital city Dublin, is the IT hub of the European Union. So Ireland is home to more than 1,500 MNCs such as Intel, Amazon, Audi, Google, Yahoo, Facebook, eBay, Coca-Cola, Ernst & Young, etc. So also 50% of world's major financial service companies are based in Ireland or Dublin, we can say primarily. Ireland is the world's second largest exporter of software after China, among top 5 in the world production of pharmaceuticals and fine chemicals also. All these make Ireland a very attractive destination for job and looking for a very bright future for international students to study and then work. Let's talk about the distance and time difference from India to different cities of Ireland. Here again, we'll see the time difference does not change. The distance, let's start with the distance. Dublin has a distance of 7,869 kilometers and the shortest flight will take 10 hours and 12 minutes. Belfast, which is a part of the UK, it is 7,826 kilometers and the shortest flight takes 13 hours and 55 minutes. Cork has a distance of 8,044 kilometers from India and the time taken by shortest flight is 14 hours and 5 minutes. Limerick, the distance is 8,038 kilometers and the shortest flight takes 13 hours and 40 minutes. Galway has a distance of 8,053 kilometers and time taken by shortest flight is 10 hours and 50 minutes. Derry, distance in kilometers is 7,907 kilometers and time by flight is 10 hours and 12 minutes, the shortest flight. Kilkenny, the distance is 7,946 kilometers and time by flight is 10 hours and 43 minutes. Now, distance and time difference within Ireland from Dublin. So we have taken few cities of Ireland, and we have shown here the comparison between travel by road and by flight from Dublin. Dublin has a single standard time, so there is no time difference among cities. So let's start. We'll first start with Dublin to Belfast, which is a part of UK. So this is 141 kilometers from Dublin, which is 3 hours and 50 minutes by flight, and by car it takes 1 hour and 45 minutes. Dublin to Galway is 208 kilometers, but by flight it takes 44 minutes. Although by car it will take 2 hours and 8 minutes. Dublin to Cork, that's 240 kilometers, and the time taken by flight would be 3 hours and 45 minutes, and time by car would be 2 hours and 43 minutes. Dublin to Limerick is 175 kilometers. Time taken by flight is 43 minutes, and travel time by car is 1 hour and 55 minutes. Dublin to Derry is 198 kilometers, so 1 hour and 25 minutes time is required to travel by flight, and by car it takes 2 hours and 46 minutes. Dublin to Kilkenny is 123 kilometers, and travel time by flight is approximately 38 minutes, and the travel time by car is approximately 1 hour and 26 minutes. Now the lifestyle in Ireland, so that means the expenses which the student will bear, and or whatever is the government norm for living in Ireland as an international student. So these expenses are apart from your over and above your tuition fee. So this will fall under your living expenses. So major expense goes towards rent, then comes food, utilities, books and class material, clothes, travel, mobile, social life, etc. As we can see, rent being the most expensive and the major expenditure. So monthly, the tentative expenditure is around 1,000 euros in Ireland, and annual expenditure is approximately 12,000 euros. So when we talk about average living expenditure for an international student in Ireland, it would be 12,000 euros per year. Indian food in Ireland. Indian food is, of course, available across Ireland now. As we all know, Indian food is not new to any part of the world. Anywhere you go, you get good Indian food. So, yes. Now, part-time work rights. International students are definitely allowed to work part-time legally in Ireland. We have to keep a few things in mind, especially for Ireland. So now the students who are doing graduate diplomas, bachelor's or master's degree can work up to 20 hours per week. This is part-time. But next, for official break, so working for full-time, we need to keep few things in mind. So working full-time is 40 hours per week. So there is a standard time or month duration is being declared by government, wherein only during those time frame you can work as a full-time employee when you are a student. So these months are June, July, August, and September. And the winter break, that is from 15th of December to 15th of January. So we have to keep this particular thing in mind. Apart from these durations, student can work only 20 hours per week as a part-time international student. Minimum wage in Ireland is currently 9.15 euro per hour. Age is not a constraint. It is 9.15 euros per hour is the international minimum wage, which an international student can look up at when they work part-time. Now, Ireland, now post-study work visa conditions. So as I explained in the previous section, that master's students will get 2 years of stay back, and undergrad students will get 1 year of stay back. So bachelor's and master's by coursework or research, either way it is. So the student will get stamp 2 visa, which is a student visa in Ireland. So this will include year 1, year 2, year 3, and year 4 of study, depending on what course you are taking and what level student you are. Once you complete this, you will get a 1G visa, which will allow you to work 1 or 2 years. That is your post-study work right, based on whether you have taken an undergrad course from Ireland or you have taken a master's course from Ireland. After the completion of course, students are given work rights, and they can apply for green card during a stipulated period of time, and they have to check the checklist to apply for green card and the eligibility when they can apply for green card. So the citizenship in Ireland is called green card.
And this admission training is being given by Ms. Swati Bansal today. So Swati, over to you for admission training.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm Swati from Map My Study admissions team, and I'll just share my screen. Now we'll be covering the admission process. There are two major intakes in Ireland: fall intake, which is September, and spring intake, which is January. And few of the private colleges might have April intake as well. So mostly the students apply for fall intake. Ireland education system. There are three types of institutions in Ireland: the universities, Institute of Technologies, and colleges. There are total 8 government-funded universities providing undergraduate, postgraduate, and research degree programs. There are 11 government-funded Institute of Technologies, which offer variety of programs which can be both academically and vocationally focused. The colleges are mostly private, and they offer a range of programs, including professional certificates, diplomas, undergraduate and postgraduate degrees in a diverse range of subjects. Entry requirements. So a bachelor degree in Ireland can be from 3 to 4 years, and the percentage required is from 70 to 80%. And the IELTS requirement is 6.5, no band below 6. The master's degree is of 1 year, and the percentage varies from 55% to 75%. And the IELTS requirement is 6.5, no band below 6. So as mentioned in our previous presentations, there are 3 types of English proficiency tests: IELTS, PTE, and TOEFL, and all of them are acceptable in Ireland. These are the samples of the English proficiency tests: IELTS, TOEFL, and PTE. Application assessment. The application is assessed on the mentioned factors for Ireland: eligibility, in which we check the academic requirement and English proficiency of the student; background, in which we check the educational background and of the student, or if the student is changing the stream from arts to commerce or science. So we check all these things when we assess an application. Work experience. If the student is having employment history, then we require the work experience documents of the student, and we check the relevancy of for the program the student is applying for, if it is matching the work experience student has, and all these things. Gaps in studies. 3 or 4 months of gap is acceptable, but if a student is having 6 months plus gap, then we require the proof, documentary proof, or an SOP. This is our process flow, as we mentioned in the previous slides or previous presentations also. The document requirement is same as for all the countries and universities, and the additional requirement for Ireland is SOP, CV, and LORs. This is mandatory for every institute of Ireland. When you have the complete application of the student, you need to assign it to Mr. Yogesh Sharma on Del_Yogesh. And we request you to please upload the application in one PDF if possible. Then we will assess the application, and if the application looks fine, we will process it to the university within 48 hours. Then we wait for the university to give the outcome of the application within their turnaround time. After we process the application to the university, we can either get a conditional offer letter, unconditional offer letter, or a rejection letter. If a student has got a conditional offer letter, like if the student is missing the didn't submit the IELTS or didn't submit the final result, then we need to submit those documents. And after receiving the unconditional offer letter, the student can pay the acceptance fee as mentioned on the offer letter to the university, and then university will issue a fee receipt to the student, and then the student can apply for visa. So here are the sample of the application form. On your left, there is a completely filled application form, and on your right, there is a incompletely filled application form. If you provide us an incomplete application form, then it will lead to delay. So we urge you to please provide us the completely filled application forms at all times. Backlogs, we require a backlog certificate from the institution of the student in case the student has any backlogs. And here is a sample of a backlog certificate. Now on your left, there is a sample of offer letter which student will receive after he applies to the institute. And on your right, there is a fee receipt sample which he will get after payment of the tuition fee. These are your point of contacts at MapMyStudy for general queries, profile assessments, Tanuja Chauhan for applications, Mr. Yogesh Sharma, and for further assistance, Manisha Bhatti, Assistant Manager of Admissions.
Now we'll start with visa team presentation, and I'll hand over to Nas to start the visa presentation.
All right, thank you, Aarti. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nazneen. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nazneen, and I'm working with MapMyStudy as a visa manager. Today's training is all about the Ireland visa. So I'll just share my screen. Today's training will be all about the funds calculation, visa, and financial documentation. But before that, we'll just have a look on the visa fee and the processing time. So Ireland student visa fee, that will be a multiple entry, it's euro 100, and the minimum processing time is 8 weeks. Now, talking about the fund calculation, so there are visa fee and other charges. Student visa application fees will be 100 euros. 1 euro will be depends on the current rate that you can check on the OANDA, that is the currency conversion portal. Calculation will be done, that is 1 year expense. So 1 year tuition fee will be mentioned on your offer letter. Living cost of the applicant, that will be as per the city, between 7,000 to 12,000 euros. Then we deduct the amount what is being paid. If student got any scholarship, we deduct that amount. Then funds required, that is after payment and the scholarship, and what all funds are available with the students. Coming to the checklist of the student visa, so first very important document, that is original valid passport. So we require for visa assessment only the copy of the passport, that will be old, current, or whatever students has. Coming to the letter of acceptance received from the college and university, student information sheet, that would be provided from our end, the format, and we just required this to fill in an online application form. Student questionnaire form, that will be along with online application form. Student needs to submit these two forms during the submission at the VFS. So that will be the student questionnaire form, containing basic details of the students, about the academics, personal details, about the employment history, etc. And the same NDVO supplementary form, that will also contain the students information about academics, employment, financials, income, sponsors, etc. Proof of payment of the registration and tuition fee, that what has been paid to the college or university, the confirmation received from the college, university. Financials, Financials, that will be the living expense between 7,000 to 12,000. So what forms of financial student is showing us? That will be in the form of education loan, savings, fixed deposit. So that financials will be required. 2 passport size photograph. The dimension is mentioned here. So accordingly, he has to click the photograph. SOP, that is the statement of purpose, evidence for explaining any gaps in educational history of the candidate or any extra information he has to provide. So basically a short synopsis about the introduction, why he has chosen the course, why this university, and about his future goals. Academics and English test copies, that is IELTS, PT, TOEFL, any one of them which student has appeared for. Medical and travel insurance, that will be the coverage amount, 30,000 euros or 50,000 USD. Affidavit of sponsorship and self affidavit, that will be provided from our end, the format. So here the basic details of the sponsors, what are their occupation and what is the annual income. IDs of sponsor, that is PAN card or Aadhaar card copy. PCC from the passport office student has to arrange for. So before starting the visa application, he has to arrange a PCC from the passport office. Income proof, that is ITRs or other supporting proof, that supports the income. Property valuation, if applicable anywhere. Credit card details, that is for the payment of visa fee. Now coming to the under 18 student, what additional document apart from the checklist under 18 student has to provide? That is birth certificate, consent of parent or legal guardian, that is in the form of affidavit, accommodation proof where the student will live, either from the university end or either from parents if they have arranged any accommodation for the student. No entitlement of the part of the other family members to accompany or join the student in the state. So no dependents are allowed. Things to keep in mind for the IELTS student visa application. Student visa application cannot be submitted more than 4 months before the course start date, and it will be returned unprocessed if request received. So you cannot submit the application prior 4 months. It has to be submitted as per the guidelines provided by the embassy, that is 6 weeks basically prior you can submit the application. Ensure you provide originals and copies of all documentation, academics, financial. So all originals as well as one set of photocopies has to be carried when you submit the app, when you go for the submission. Apply at least 6 weeks prior to the start of your course. Students required to provide their biometric information as a part of the application process. So every student has to pass through a biometric when he goes for submission. The submission of false or misleading information documentation may result in a refusal, or student will not have a right to appeal for the same. So also there is a clause that he can be prevented to make, I mean, he will be banned for 5 years for making an application. So any misleading information will not be provided. To ensure that all student visa applicants receive fair and equal treatment, student visa application are dealt with an order that they are received. This is strictly adhered and no exceptions will be made. So no fast track process is according to the application in the embassy. The application received, they will process accordingly. So there is no fast track process. Original documentation are required and must be English or accompanied by notarized translation. So if any of the documentation is not in the not in English or in their regional language, it has to be translated in English and accompanied by the notarized translation. Now the visa process we followed in a head office, that we receive visa file with all the required document as per the checklist provided. After assessment, if there is any pending, we will share this with advisors. If required, the funds verification, we will verify the funds. After receiving the pendings, we will reassess the visa file and the pendings. If all the requirements are fulfilled, then file will be lodged accordingly, or we will give you approval so that student can go and submit the application, or if it's be online, we will do it right now. Wait for the visa outcome till the time application is processing with the High Commission. So that's all for the visa. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
Thank you, Nas, for the presentation. And with this, I would conclude the session. And thank you so much all for joining us today.